Welcome back, RSGC members. This is Nate Stevenson, your Director of Instruction at the MST Academy here at the RSGC. We're out on the chipping green today talking about May's swing tip for the circular. Couldn't be more excited to share a little tip about the bump and run for you. Now the golf course is firming up. It's been very dry lately, so we're going to be using this bump and run a lot more than we normally would during the wet season. As the golf course is dry, keeping the ball down, letting it roll and release onto the green tends to be a little bit more advantageous than during the wet season when we don't really know if that ball is going to check up or bite or if it's going to release. So this is a wonderful shot to have in your bag. It's a very simple chip. We're going to demonstrate it today here on the practice chipping green and give you a couple swing tips and you can go put it to work. So the first thing is the setup. You always want to set up with your feet slightly open to the target. Your target line is out to the right, this stick pointed right towards it. My feet are slightly open to that target. The ball position's back in the stance. Feet are very narrow on these chip shots, and I'm standing for these bump and runs, these low running shots, standing very close to it with the toe down a little bit. That'll help keep that leading edge from digging. The shot itself, I'm going to keep the weight on the front foot and just rotate back with my hips and rotate through. The key is I need to catch this on a downward swing, so I don't want to scoop it and try to hit it high. The goal here is to hit it low and let it release. I'm going to simply lean left, keep that weight on that front foot, and use my hips to get the ball moving. Very simple little motion. I'm going to give you a little swing tip here, a drill that you can bring out to the practice green to work on to try to catch it more on a downward angle of attack. And you can bring it to the course and have a lot of success with it. The drill that we're going to try here today, we have an alignment stick just a couple inches behind the golf ball. My feet are slightly forward of that alignment stick, and again, as I just mentioned, the weight stays on that front foot. The idea here is that if you scoop or chunk the golf ball trying to lift it, you're going to hit that alignment stick. So this forces you to have a little bit of forward lean with the hands and catch this on the downstroke like so. That gets the ball rolling quickly, keeps it close to the ground, and gets that bump and run that we're looking for. One important thing to remember for this bump and run is you have a few different club options. You notice I have 9, 8 pitching wedge, sand wedge, and my lob wedge here. You can use 3, 4, probably 5 different wedges and short irons, depending on how high you need this ball to fly. So most likely you're gonna probably use that pitching wedge or 9-iron. There may be some times when you need a little bit more height on the ball, which is when you're gonna go with that sand wedge and lob wedge. But don't think that this bump and run shot can only be struck with an 8 or 9-iron. It's a great tool to have for balls that you can really roll out and you need to keep low to the ground. But there are certain circumstances where you can use a little bit more loft, use the same technique, which is very safe and easy to learn. And you'll find that you have few different paintbrushes that are going to allow you a lot more creativity, a lot more fun and success during the dry season here at RSGC. Take this out onto the course, come test it out on the practice chipping greens. We've got an amazing practice facility at RSGC and we'd love seeing more of you out here taking advantage of it. Enjoy your golf. See you out on the golf course in May.